Welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. As you know, probably by now, 0.19 is out, and that brings to mind an alternate timeline. You see, in an alternate timeline, an alternate universe as it were, things went a little bit different with the space station. The landers did not undock and each proceed to Duna. The ship was not renamed Discovery and head to Duna, because something happened. Kenwick Kerman was homesick. Kenwick Kerman absolutely had to return to Kerbin. He couldn't tolerate being away from home and family anymore. And it was so bad that he became somewhat insane. And so what he did, one day while he was taking the graveyard shift, being the only person monitoring the station controls while everybody else slept, he reoriented the ship so that the drive stage engines faced retrograde. And then, after locking the cabin door from the inside, he fired the main engines. He was determined to return to Kerbin. And so, firing the main engines, monitoring the ship's periapsis, waiting for it to get low enough to ensure that he could return home. Now, he wasn't thinking of the consequences or anything like that. All he was thinking about was the fact that he had to go home. He couldn't tolerate being away from home anymore. He didn't think things through. He didn't realize that it would have been a whole lot more intelligent to just simply take one of the landers that was actually designed to re-enter and have parachute for a safe landing, all that good stuff. He simply did the first thing that came to mind, and that was to return the entire station. So, he took action, and having ensured that there was no doubt the station was going to re-enter, he wasn't upset when the other crew members finally managed to override his control and shut down the engines. What he had set out to do was done. But he decided that he didn't want anybody changing anything. And so he took one last action before they finally broke into the command pod, the command area, and tied him up and put him in a rubber room somewhere. He entered a virus into the ship's computer, rendering it impossible to do anything, even something simple like undock one of the landers, so that they could use the landers as escape pods to get away from this station that was now doomed. And so this station now begins its re-entry. Its altitude dropping, heading for certain doom. And so Kenwick Kerman did manage to return home, sort of, although not quite the return home that he actually had in mind. Fortunately for us and for our heroes, this only happened in an alternate timeline. In reality, everything went on as planned. I'd say it's a good thing.